Okay, so I'm back again, everybody. So anyway, I wanted to touch on this particular something that happened, and actually it happened today regarding my vortex. I actually, okay, so my honey is not here right now. He was supposed to come in, and I think the last video I had talked about, like, it was expected for him to come in, and he didn't, and, there was a whole bunch of, so there's a whole bunch of certain things that need to take place. There's some decisions that have been made that are causing him to be delayed in him coming to where I am. And it's going to happen, at the perfect time. However, what I realized for myself is that my relationship with him has brought up some stuff for me. And actually, what I don't want and what I do want. And just like Abraham Hicks talks about what you do want and what you don't want. So I had to go through, last night I had to go through a serious processing. Oh man, oh gosh. I have to honestly say, I want to meditate. I didn't want to, I just wanted to ponder on what was happening in my experience and realizing that I needed to make some new decisions in my experience. And I kept asking myself questions on, okay, are you angry? No. Are you irritated? No. Are you upset? No. But I went down the movement of my feelings, because I was like, okay, I need to feel. And even in the moment I still wanted to feel, at the same time, I was still not wanting to feel. I would not feel. Oh gosh, all I can, like, I'm bringing it up right now because I want to, like, kind of touch on it so I can explain it a little bit. It's like, it's not that I wanted to feel or not feel. It's like I wanted to just, I didn't even scream. I didn't, like, ah. I know what it was. It was like I was attempting to figure out what it was that I was attempting to feel. So I didn't want to meditate. I didn't want to make it all better. I want to feel better. No, I don't want to feel better. I want to feel what I'm feeling right now and be where I'm being. And that's exactly what I did. I allowed myself to feel I'll call it frustration. I didn't feel angry because I kept asking myself, what is this? What is this? Because I was going through the process of trying to figure out what I was feeling, because this experience that I was having of him not being here and him coming was just like, what the heck? So it was kind of like it was like a buildup of something that I didn't expect. Yeah, it was a buildup of something I really, it was a surprise. It was a surprise that I didn't expect to feel. That's the thing. And then I didn't know what I was feeling. And then I wanted to also be in the feeling. Like, I wanted to feel whatever I was feeling. The frustration. I wanted to feel the frustration. Sometimes, and this hasn't happened for me in a long time. Like, I literally wanted to be frustrated and allow myself to process that. I've also, in the past, like, I've allowed myself to feel the pain. I want to feel the pain that I'm having so I can process through it. Because there's different stages of when we are going through things. And, everything's all peachy keen and all pretty and all precious, especially if you're going through an emotional experience where you need to cry, scream, yell, be pissed off, do whatever you need to do to express yourself. Because I remember there were many times that I had, like, if something's not going my way in a certain interaction with that a significant other, I remember being so irritated and angry. I was just so angry because it's not moving, it's not going the way I want it to. I remember being, and I was okay with being angry. Sometimes you just have to allow yourself to just get it out. Doesn't mean it's going to last forever, because for me, it doesn't last forever. I tell you, 24 hours. 24 hours it took me to process. Well, actually, it wasn't even 24 hours. I'd say about 12. And I allowed myself to be in that space where I was just frustrated. And I use frustration quite loosely, because my frustration was like I needed to talk it out with myself, and express whatever it was. And even though I wasn't even clear about what it was, but I figured out what it was for myself, and what I wanted. Now, I'm not going to share what that is because it's private, but I got to the other end of it, and I knew I would, but in the moment that I was experiencing my frustration and asking myself questions about what I was feeling, because I kept going, I'm like, am I angry? No. Am I upset? No. Am I pissed off? No. Frustration is the only closest thing that I could possibly get to, because I could feel it. I could feel it within me. And it was allowing me to connect into what I really, really want. And that's probably why I wanted to stay there with it. Because I was like, I want to feel whatever I'm feeling and honor my feelings. Not to say that they're going to be there forever, but I wanted to feel it. I needed to feel it. I deserved to feel it, because I am a feeling, living being of light. And I live in connection with a flesh body. So, that being said, I knew I was going to process through it, didn't know when, but I enjoyed the process. Even in the frustration of it, it's like, I'm just gonna So I'm literally clearing out papers and cleaning until 12 midnight. Like, it's like, I don't want to fall asleep. I don't want to read. I don't want to meditate. I don't want to do any of that. So I allowed myself to just, pretty much, I was like tearing up papers and taking that frustration on papers. I kind of laugh about it because it's kind of funny. It's good. I was utilizing my energy in such a positive aspect. I was freeing myself. It's like, okay, I'm letting go. I'm just tearing up pieces of paper and throwing stuff out, because I can be a paper hoard. I'm doing better. I'm doing better. And I'm proud of myself. But anyway, so I discovered what it was. I spoke my truth. And actually, there was 2 scenarios that I had to express, because I realized that I had held on to something. Well, it's not even I realized. So there was a scenario that I had to talk to a friend. And I just didn't get. Okay, so there's 3 different things that have happened. Like, I was supposed to receive some stuff from her from 3 different people, and she never gave it to me. Like, 3 different scenarios. So the first scenario, I was supposed to get a painting. I never got it from one of her loved ones who made this painting specifically for me to give to me. The second thing was, I was supposed to get something from her cousin as a gift. He wanted to give it to me. This is my honey. He wanted to give me something, and she never gave it to me. Oh, no, that wasn't the second. Oh, yeah, that is the second. The third thing is, her mommy made something for me and wanted to give it to me, and she never gave it to me. And so I was like, this is compiled. I don't get this. Okay. And I said, I know this is a creation, and I still haven't resolved that within myself too, because it's like, okay, let go. But at the same time, if you let go, you still need to speak your truth. If you have thought process about something, you need to get that shit off your chest and express yourself, because it will like build up and build up. Now, as you can see, I allowed it to happen 3 times. But I was just like, I'm livid. I can't do this anymore. This needs to be a discussion, because I'm not trying to be nicey with this situation. I need to get it off my chest, and I need to express myself, because this is what I'm seeing is integrity, be a person of your word. I'm big on that. And honor. Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes people, and I can speak for myself about this. Sometimes when you don't make promises, but sometimes when you say you're going to do something, practice doing that something. If you make a promise to somebody, follow through with it, because it's integrity. Do what you say you're going to do. And if you can't, and remember it, because it's an honorable thing. If you cannot remember, or if you even if you make a promise to somebody, let them know, please forgive me if I'm practicing this, like, or something, just something. I had to. So just because it's honoring you when you can be a person of your word. And I think sometimes I can be, maybe a little bit hard on myself, because I honor being a person of my word. Now, don't get me wrong, I might miss some things. But I guess, and I told this person, I said, I'm like an elephant. I'm like, if you tell me you're going to do something, I expect that you're going to do it. That's integrity. And the reason why I think that is because I am that way. If I tell somebody that I'm going to do something, I damn sure well expect to do it. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not perfect. But I do know that I do my best to remember that I said something that I was going to do, and I follow through with it. Now, everybody's not me, and I'm not everybody, but I encourage anybody out there to, if they make a promise, and it's not even making a promise, it's just saying you're going to do something and then doing it. It's like, how hard is that? And if you can't do it, tell the person, call them up and tell them, I'm sorry, I told you this. I'm not going to be able to do it. To me, it's just not hard. However, I know there's people in this world that has happened, and we haven't mastered that. I get it. But don't make it a habit. Don't keep doing it. And that is one of the things, and that's how important it was for me to speak my truth. Because if the person doesn't know that these particular habits that they have that are lack of integrity, and I'm going to call them character flaws. And they're really not character flaws. They're just not, they haven't mastered it. But I'm going to point it out, because and that's why I said, I was like, it's one of my freaking pet peeves. Now, just because it's my pet peeve doesn't mean it's not mine. It's like, take ownership, dear, because you're mastering you. You're not mastering them. However, you still need to speak to the person that you're having that particular scenario with. You need to talk it out and express yourself, because it is very important, because they'll never know if you don't say anything and open your freaking mouth. So speak your truth. Open your mouth and say what's on your mind. Say what is bothering you, because if you don't, it is staying on you. Speak your truth. Speak your truth. Speak your truth. I'm saying it to myself. Well, I actually really don't have to say it as a reminder, because I feel it inside of myself when I'm not speaking my truth. It just so happens that when I mentioned it mentioned one of the scenarios, because it's not like I didn't ask for the painting. My friend, she said, her nana made me a painting, and I was like, oh my God, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to, because she doesn't just paint just for anybody. Like, it's an honor to receive a painting from her. So if there's something that I'm supposed to receive from her, I want it. Like, I mean, and the fact that the other person could be so lackadaisy, or I can't even, I don't know. Like, if I had something that, and I held somebody of complete wonderful honor to give to somebody, and I just think, I was like, what? And I know everything happens the way it's supposed to. It's true. I do know that. But 3 times, it's like I've like, okay, you've gotten that opportunity, and this opportunity, and you're having opportunities to, like, get it right, get it corrected. How irresponsible are you? It's like, be more responsible. You're responsible in certain things, but all of a sudden, these 3 scenarios with 3 different family members, you're not responsible? Are you freaking kidding me? So I was really irritated, and I expressed that. Felt good. But at the same time, I know that I'm going to need to master something within myself about that, and I'm going to sit down with that and process through that as well. So anyway, I got all that off my chest. I feel free. I really do feel free. So I'm so grateful that I was able to share this video with you, and I love you guys. Speak your truth. You can have expectations, however, don't hold on. Don't clasp your hands like this. Be free. Be free to receive and be free to give. Open your heart. And after I expressed myself with this person, I gave them a hug, and loved on them, because I still needed to, I felt like I needed to hug and love on them, because loving them is loving myself as well. It's like, and having the expectation that they can do better. I know that they can do better. I just had to put it on the table, and it's their own personal choice, to do better, to be better, and to know better, and to realize how their character could become better. So anyway, I just wanted to share that. Thank you so much for watching. I am so grateful for you, and stay in your vortex. Be good to yourself, and you're wonderful. Love you. Bye.